Hi Taurus, how are you today? I hope you're doing good, and if you're not, I hope that you will. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Welcome back if this isn't your first time. I'm so happy you're here. So today, as you can see from the title, we're going to be doing tarot predictions for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising people for the months of October and November 2020. So before we get into it, I do want to say that I do personal tarot and astrology readings. So if you like this video and you would like something a bit more personalized for you, you can contact me via Instagram or email. You can also follow me on Instagram if you want to keep in touch with me, see what I post over there. All that information will be down below. Also, this is a general reading, so if you saw this video, you clicked on it, you felt drawn to it, there's definitely a message for you here, but it might not be the entire reading. So if you don't feel like if you feel there's some things that don't really apply, just let it go, take what resonates and leave the rest, basically. Okay, so as you can see from the title, this is both October and November. You might be a bit confused by that. Basically, they're going to be in two different parts. We're going to have the first part, which will be October, and the second part, which will be November. What happened is that I had recorded all of my October prediction readings, and then life got in the way and I didn't have time to edit them and post them. And it was getting towards the end of October, and I was like, it's not as relevant anymore, but I didn't want to just dismiss them and scrape them and never post them and just keep them for myself. So I thought I could just do 2-in-1 in here. But I'm gonna try, going forward to do every month, 1 month per video. So, but the thing is that the two different readings today are going to be in different formats, because throughout the month of October, I received some of the stuff that I ordered that allow me to film like this. So before, I was doing recorded audio over pictures of the cards. So that's how the October reading is. And the November reading will be exactly like this. I'm about to do it right here for you now. So I'm going to put all the timestamps down below, so if you only want to watch one of them, you're free to do so. But I just wanted to explain to you guys, because it's kind of weird that they're both here and they're different. So alright, so I think I said everything I wanted to say for the intro. Be free to do, go watch October, go watch November, whatever you want. Either way, I'll see you at your reading. Hello Taurus, and welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing good today, and if you're not, I hope that you will. I'm so happy that you've decided to join me here today, and I'm excited to do this reading for you. So I'm so excited to see what October has in store for you. As I said in the intro, I have pre-shuffled an oracle card for you, but we're going to look at it at the end of your reading. Just now, I'm going to shuffle some tarot cards to really see what will happen in October for you guys. So I don't usually shuffle while recording, because it's kind of boring since you can't even see me yet, and the noise and all of that. But I just felt called to do this in my, sorry about the noise, a bunch of cards just fell out, but yeah, I just felt called to do it like this month. So we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna ask Spirit about October for you. Okay, Spirit, what will happen for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising people for the month of October? What will happen for Taurus? Okay, we already got 3 cards. Let's get more. Another one fell out. What else? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw this card when I was shuffling. Which one should I take? There's too many. Okay, I'll take this one too. I'm gonna shuffle just to see if there's something else. Yeah, that's what I thought. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, another one fell out. I did feel like it wasn't complete, so I shuffled a bit more. Okay, you got more cards than some of the signs, but we'll just go with it. I'm just gonna place them right now, and then I'm gonna tell you which cards you got. Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell you what your cards are. I'm going to go from top to bottom and left to right. So we're starting with the Knight of Pentacles. Then underneath we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Then the Nine of Swords reversed. Then we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Tower, Justice reversed. And in the final row we have Death, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and oh my gosh, the first thing I want to say is, oh my god, you guys, I've already recorded my fire signs and air signs video, and I swear to god, this Eight of Wands has been coming out so much. I don't know what's going on during October. I swear to god. And when I was shuffling, I saw the Tower card. This often happens, like when I shuffle, I see a card and then it ends up coming out. Okay, so a lot of stuff is happening for you guys, and the way the cards are laid out here, the Tower is at the middle, and the Tower is a pretty intense energy, so you know, I don't want you to worry. Nothing is ever all good or all bad. We have some pretty great cards here, so let me take a look at them to see what kind of messages I'm getting. Okay, so I see you entering the month of October at like, I feel like you're at a really low point right now. I feel like with this, you know, the Knight of Pentacles upright, it is a positive card. I mean, every card is a bit more complicated than just positive or negative, but I do see it as like a positive thing. But, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So I feel like you guys are, you know, either at work, having been at your work working on a certain project for a while, or maybe I feel like you're working towards a goal. Perhaps it's at work, perhaps it's in your personal life, perhaps it's you're studying, I don't know what it is. But there's something really concrete that you've been working on, and it's been taking you a lot of your time, and I feel like you guys are kind of like frustrated and kind of discouraged because it's taking a really long time before it shows results. And you know, when you are logical, you are able to kind of see the good side of this. You know, you're able to rationalize, like, okay, I know I'm moving in the right direction. I know this is gonna pay off. Like, I know I'm doing the right thing, but it's really hard. It's really hard because you're not really seeing any results right now, and you just feel completely exhausted. And you know, I totally empathize with you. It's really difficult when we're at this point because it really makes us doubt ourselves. But I do see this project, this thing, as something that, you know, as something positive. So I think that even if you feel like you don't see any results, like the universe has heard you, the universe and your spirit guides or God, whatever you believe in, they see you, okay? They see you working hard. You know, they're really appreciative. It's not, all the hard work you've put into this has not been forgotten, and it hasn't been for nothing, okay? I do want to reassure you with that. But with this Queen of Cups reversed underneath and this Nine of Swords also reversed underneath, Okay, first of all, you might have had nightmares recently, but you might not even remember it, is what I'm getting, since this is reversed. Like, you might be so... Oh, okay, I get it. I feel like, because, you know, the Queen of Cups is about having a really great emotional maturity and balance within oneself. And the Knight of Swords is about anxiety, and I just feel both are reversed. So I feel like you're so focused on this project that I was talking about with the Knight of Pentacles that you are just completely moving everything else away, like on the side. Like everything else about you is just moved to the side, and you're, maybe it's not just because of that one project, maybe you're just almost, because I'm also getting the message that you're completely kind of closing off your emotions in your mind and trying to like ignore your anxiety because it's too hard to confront, and you just don't want to look at it right now, and you choose the excuse of this Knight of Pentacles project. And that's also why you feel so stuck. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. But the thing is, most of the stuff that's going on is really under the surface. So I feel like you guys are struggling because you're putting on this image that you're doing just fine, when you're like a mess inside, or that's how you feel inside. And perhaps it's difficult for you too, because I don't know, maybe you're the type of person that like it's difficult to open up, or you have a certain dignity and you feel like when you open up about your feelings or about what you're going through when you're not going through the best time, you feel like your dignity is taking a hunch or something. When really it shouldn't, you guys. Okay, no one is perfect. We're all, especially now, you know, the world is completely crazy, and we're all, you know, not many of us are thriving, okay? It's been rough on us all in different ways, and no one, you know, humans, we like to see other humans being human, okay? Yes, it's true, not everyone will be able to handle your emotions, and those people don't really deserve to be in your life. Because when people are not able to handle your emotions when you express them, and your truth when you express it, it's because they can't deal with their own. But you don't really need that type of people in your life right now, okay, honestly. But yeah, like, humans like to see other people being human and not just being perfect, okay? So I think it would do you some good to kind of try to work on that, or just to kind of forgive yourself and at least be more gentle on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, especially when you're feeling like this. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but it just doesn't help anything. Okay, let's move on to the second row. There's something that's gonna happen in October, and whoa. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's just something big is coming, and it's not gonna feel comfortable. Okay, there's like a big change coming. You're gonna feel like your whole life has been shaken up. I don't want to scare you guys by saying this. You know, because this is what the Tower is about. We all go through Tower moments in our lives at certain points. Okay, because the Eight of Wands here, that has been popping up for like everyone. The Eight of Wands is about, it was just 11:11 on the recording time when I said that. Is about passionate, rapid communication, rapid information intake. So I feel like you're gonna have a conversation with someone else, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be something you say. I feel like it's more for, I mean, maybe it's gonna depend for who's watching this, because this is for like the collective. As I said, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like most of it you're gonna hear from someone. Either you talk to them in person, or they called you, or they texted you. There's gonna be this one thing, and I feel like it's gonna completely like, it's gonna be like boom, like the tower is falling down, just like in the tower space. And I don't necessarily feel that it's because it's something very negative. I'm gonna pull another card to clarify what this tower is about, because I'm kind of confused. I don't want to leave you guys just kind of like saying like, oh yeah, something's big gonna happen, and you're gonna feel completely disoriented. I don't want you guys to feel like super scared the whole month of October. Spirit, can you clarify and tell me what this tower moment is about? Anything else? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got a lot of cards. Do I need them all? Okay, I got... Wait, let me look at them before I tell you which ones, because I might not keep them all. Okay, I'm getting, for some of you guys, this is about like a new therapist. Are you looking for a new therapist? Maybe even if you're not looking, for some of you, this is about a therapist. For some of you, oh wow, okay. Okay, because as I said, you know, it's not going to be comfortable when it happens, but like the tower moment, but it doesn't mean it has to be something negative. For some of you, I feel like you're... Okay, I'm going to tell you which cards I got. I got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. They came out at the same time, which makes a lot of sense with what I thought was, you know, receiving a certain communication for someone. I got the Eight of Cups, Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. And so, you know, from the Queen of Swords, I do feel like you're going to receive a certain type of communication. I do want to say also Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, again, another confirmation that this is going to be quick and kind of out of nowhere. You're not really going to see it coming. That's why it's going to surprise you so much. And Knight of Wands at the top of the deck. So, I feel like this is going to be uncomfortable because it's going to... You know, of course, if it's a therapist, for example, or another health professional or something like that, or like a healer in some sort, you know, going to see like a new therapist can be kind of scary, can be nerve-wracking, anxiety-inducing, because, you know, you want to click with them, and also you kind of, I mean, not necessarily from the first session, but you know the goal is to talk about really personal stuff and things that are difficult to talk about. So it's not, even though sometimes, you know, it's for the best, is going to the first appointment is not necessarily exciting to say the least, right? I just opened the deck at a random place and I saw the Five of Wands reversed. So there's not going to be any conflict or any animosity with this person. So yeah, you're going to receive this communication from a Queen of Swords. I mean, it doesn't have to be a woman, but most likely, or at least someone with some feminine energy. This is someone who's very smart, who's very witty, has really great judgment and discerning skills, is very, what was I going to say? I already said sharp and witty. Smart is someone who's very, also just have a really distinctive communication style, like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting for most of you, it's not someone that you already know, but if for some of you it's someone you know, you don't know them well, like you've met them once or twice and you've never really had a proper conversation with them. And then with this Two of I feel like they're going to make you an offer with this Ace of Cups, because, you know, this Ace of Cups is kind of like offering emotions, offering a safe space. And I feel like with this, you know, at first it's going to feel like a tower because you're going to be like, oh my god, like, what the hell? But I feel with this Two of Swords, I feel like you're going to be kind of not sure whether to say yes or no, because I feel like you're going to be left with a choice or an offer that you have to make a decision upon, and you're just really torn for some time because, you know, you just don't really know. But I think that the Two of Swords is about being really undecisive and having to make a choice, but you know, because the person on the card has two swords and is blinded, but behind them there's a moon and the ocean or a lake or whatever. So this is about, you feel like you don't know which way to go, but actually if you look within in your emotions and with your intuition, you already know the answer that's right for you. And you know, the Two of Swords can be about a stalemate also, so I feel like some of you guys are going to be defensive, which, you know, if this is about a health professional, can be understandable, especially if you've had negative experiences in the past, which unfortunately happens to a lot of people. You might kind of, I feel like at first, and you know, the Queen of Swords can kind of come across as like mean or just not very gentle, or, you know, so I feel like some of you guys, that's also why you're going to hesitate, because you're not necessarily going to feel the softness of the person first, or you're going to feel like they're so direct it's going to kind of scare you, and you're going to be kind of defensive because you want to protect yourself. But with this Knight of Wands at the top of the deck, and that's just what I'm feeling instinctively, this hesitation is just because of your fears, but they're unfounded. And if you truly go with your emotions, with what you know inside of you, what is best for you, you're going to accept. And, you know, you're going to be able to really go on this journey within yourself with this Eight of Cups card. And it's just, I feel like this is going to take a long time. Like, this is not just October. If you decide to go onto this journey for yourself, and perhaps by being accompanied by this Queen of Swords person, I feel like it's going to be something really transformative. And, you know, it might be really difficult at times because it takes a lot of courage to go within and kind of face our darkness, to say it like that. But it can be so rewarding, you guys. Because with this Temperance card, which is kind of at the middle, you know, the person here has wings. They're like an angel. And that is so beautiful, which is kind of why I'm also getting like therapist or health professional, just someone, or just a healer in some shape or form, which is great. And, you know, we have the sunrise behind them, and it's just, wow. Like, I feel like you guys are going to feel hope when you do give in and decide to just go on this path and do it for yourself. I feel like you guys are going to feel a new sense of hope. And, you know, the Temperance card is also about like long-term plans and patience, which is also why I'm feeling like this journey is going to take a really long time. But, you know, I'm not saying this in a bad way. Sometimes you really need to take the time to do things properly, and that's fine. And, you know, I mean, you're the sign Taurus. Like, you're the sign who would understand this the most, right? Because Taurus is such a determined sign. Like, you will, you know, work, like, you're hardworking and, you know, really determined, but you work like, sometimes you work slowly but surely towards a goal, but you're not going to give up, and you have vision and you believe in yourself, which is so great. So you guys are totally capable of this, not just because you're a Taurus, but also because you have the strength to do so for yourself. So that's really great. And let's continue with the first card I pulled. Okay, let's talk about this Death card. I mean, the Death card, it's the card about oh wait, one last thing about the other cards. I'm sorry, guys. Temperance is a card of the Major Arcana. So this tells me that this is going to be really something really significant and major in your life. Like, this person and this healing, self-work journey, self-growth journey. That's what I wanted to say. Self-growth journey is going to be something really significant in your life. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. Because the Major Arcana, is about the biggest lessons and the main lessons of our lives, like, in general. But yeah, let's talk about death. It's a funny sentence. The Death card is the card of transformation at the soul level, okay? And, Uranus is in Taurus right now. Perhaps it's transiting over your sun, moon, or ascendant. So, and Uranus is about really sudden and big change and revolution. And so, you might have had really big changes happening in your life, or it's going to happen within the next few years, depending on what degree your Taurus placement is. But yeah, the death card is about transformation. So you're really going to go through, or at least, start this whole transformation process. And you're going to let yourself, I feel like you're going to let the parts of yourself that you don't need anymore die little by little, so that you're able to kind of let them go and you're able to kind of assess it and look at it and be like, okay, yeah, I recognize that this part of me served me for some time, but it's not who I am anymore, and I can let that go. And then you're going to take the time to kind of cleanse yourself from this. And then you're going to have some space for the new. And in this card, we have another sunrise, you guys, again. So hope and a new dawn and new beginnings, and the whole, I think like the whole point of transformation, and therefore the death card is that, like, it's this whole cycle of death and rebirth, which happens so much within our lives. And when we let some things die, we're able to make space for the new eventually. So we're able to receive new things, which is great. And we're ending these tarot cards with like the 10 and the 9 of Pentacles. You guys, these are such beautiful cards. And oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about the Justice card reversed. What? Okay, we're not going to end on the 10 and 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to talk about it right now, but we're going to talk about the Justice card after. I don't know why I feel so lost right now, you guys. I don't know if that's how you feel, or if it's just because I have so many cards on the table right now. But let's talk about the 10 and 9 of Pentacles, because I'm so happy for you guys. These are such great cards. And when I was shuffling at the beginning and I had already gotten a couple of cards, and I was like, I feel like there's something more. And then these two cards came out and I was like, yeah, okay. Because I was seeing a lot of like more negative cards, and I felt like there was something more positive that should come out. And because I just felt that instinctively, and these came out and I was like, yeah. First of all, if you guys have been struggling financially, or if you've been worried about that, the abundance is going to come through more towards the end of October or at the beginning of November. You're going to get some abundance. You're going to, and I feel like if you haven't had results from this Knight of Pentacles project or vision or goal that you're already working on, you're going to have a lot at the end of October or at the beginning of November with this 10 of Pentacles card. Because 10 of Pentacles is about building a legacy. It's about because the number 10 in the tarot is about the completion of a cycle. So I feel like I don't know, maybe you're graduating, you're finishing a degree or something, or you're finishing this big project, and you have learned so much through doing this, or just leveling up in your own self-growth journey or whatever it is. But you've completed a cycle and you've learned a lot in it, and you've really achieved some form of mastery, and you've had you're finally seeing the results and recording, what is that word? No, I don't think that's the right word. Finally getting the rewards of this from the universe in the form of wealth and material abundance and inner security, which is great. And I'm also sensing if this kind of this material abundance that is coming through, it might also come through for other members of your family or for your romantic partner if you have one. Okay, and if that has been something that has been blocked or that has been worried about, I think that's finally gonna flow in the near future. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. And with this beautiful Knight of Pentacles, this is like, you've grown so much as a person through all of this, and you not only have achieved a certain form of mastery with the 10 of Pentacles, you feel it. You feel like, a master, I guess. You really feel like it. I feel like this gave you a new sense of self-confidence. And I feel like if some of you guys have, because I feel like you guys have a lot going for you. You have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot to be proud of, but I feel like a lot of you guys kind of dismiss that or don't really think about it, or you feel like it's kind of not really important or not super cool, you know, not really something like you're just like, it's kind of meh. But it's not at all, and it's just, I feel like you're really gonna kind of make this conscious at the end of October, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I have so much going for me, I'm great, and we all need to have moments like this, Taurus. And also, if you had been dealing with an imposter syndrome, I feel like this Ten of Pentacles moment, it's gonna help you kind of get rid of that, or at least like a big chunk, and you're really gonna feel great about yourself. I'm so happy for you. And I feel like you're also going to feel, because with the Ten of Pentacles, yes, we're completing a cycle. But I feel like with this person on the Nine of Pentacles card, which I think is you, I'm seeing, yeah, so first of all, not only you're feeling great about yourself, but other people are recognizing your skills, and you're being given pats on the back and compliments and appreciation for your work and your skills and who you are as a person. And you feel like you're ready to take on a new challenge. You're excited for the future. You're more self-confident about your skills, so you're not too scared necessarily about going on a new path or taking on a new project, or I don't know, applying to a new job, at whatever it is. So because this experience made you grow so much. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this Justice card reverse, because I haven't talked about it. What are you trying to tell me? You guys, your reading is so long. It's because you have so many cards. You're welcome. Should I look at it upright? Okay, so during the first kind of half of October, and you know, throughout this Tower moment, you're really gonna feel unbalanced, is what I'm seeing. You're gonna feel perhaps you're gonna feel inferior to other people, or you're gonna feel unbalanced within the different sides of yourself, like within yourself. You might feel like some things are unfair, and you might kind of build resentment over that, but don't hang on to that too long, because that's just, if you hang on to that for too long, that's just going to sabotage you, because the universe cannot work with you when you're in this energy. You know, when this Tower moment hits you, and it might kind of hit you hard and kind of send you spinning, and you're like, oh my god, I've already felt like a mess, now my whole life is a mess, which is not. You're going to be fine. But yeah, you might kind of be angry because you feel like it's unfair, but don't worry, it's not, and everything is happening for your greatest good. And you know, a lot of great things are coming your way, as I've already explained a lot. So let's finally get into your oracle card. So I'm so excited to see it. I'm curious because I haven't looked at it. This is from my Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and I asked for this card. I asked, who is guiding you during this month? So let's take a look. We have Beaver Spirit. It looks so cute on the card. Number 6. Maybe the number 6 is significant for you. And it says, lay a solid foundation. So I think this is what this whole perhaps journey, this Eight of Cups journey with this Temperance and Queen of Swords person, of going within and going through like a really healing process. I feel I try to say I think and I feel at the same time. I feel like you're finally gonna feel like you're laying a solid foundation within yourself and for yourself, which is a really great thing. And I feel like because perhaps this is a new therapist with like a completely new and different approach, which is why it shocks you so much at first with the Tower, because they kind of talk to you and you're like, what? You're like, that's possible? Or you're like, what are they trying to do? Or like, this is real? Like, or like, why are they trying to do that? Like, how does this work? which is why I feel like you're so confused about about what this person's trying to tell you and how they might be able to help you, or if you want to do this whole process with them. But I feel like it's really about going way back. And because when you don't have any foundations, or when you don't, if there's a problem, like something traumatic that has happened in your past or in your childhood, or just some really patterns that you've been recreating for a really long time in your life, we can't just give medication and kind of numb all of that. We can't just, solve it after it happens. We have to get to the root of the problem to be able to completely heal this. Okay, because it's not meant to be fixed or prevented, it's meant to be healed and resolved. And then after that, you can really move forward and feel like you have a solid foundation within yourself. So I feel like this is what it's all about. And I feel like this Beaver Spirit is also encouraging you to keep working at the project or the goal that you're working towards right now. With the Nine of Pentacles, I talked at the beginning. Okay, I feel like it's encouraging you to, just keep working on it. It's a great thing. It's really going to help you out. You're going to feel like you have a foundation to work from with some kind of your expertise at the end. It's going to be rewarding with this 10 and 9 of Pentacles, as I already talked about. I'm going to look in the booklet quickly to see if there is any additional information that's interesting for you guys about this beautiful and cute Beaver Spirits. Okay, I'm gonna read it aloud for you guys. Beaver Spirit is here to tell you about a power living within you that is born of spirit, the source from which all life arises. This is the power to establish the sacred connection with the universal consciousness, so you can deliberately co-create the world you desire. Know that it takes work, determination, and sustained effort to co-create and lay a solid foundation for your dreams. If, with spirit as your partner, you bring the twigs and branches of your intentions and desires and spread them across the river of time, you'll be amazed at what you can do. You will find that you can even change the direction of the flow of life. You can ensure that your world will be prosperous and purposeful, filled with love and joy, and rich with magic and meaning. That which you desire will come to you and remain sustainably if you build on a sturdy foundation. Keep your intention and energy consistent and deliberate, using all your resources in the energy of this wonderful, productive time. Have faith, for with Spirit to co-create with you, your success is assured. Spirit is your partner, helping you along as you change the course of your life in the way that your heart desires. What a beautiful message, you guys. All right, Taurus, so this was your very long, very extensive, really amazing reading for the month of October. This is all the messages that I got for you today. I hope you liked it. I hope it gave you the insight that you were looking for. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, feel free to check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. They're all going to be up on my channel. Even if it did resonate, I do recommend that you watch them, because there might be some more extra and more personalized guidance over there, some more messages. So feel free to do that. If you like this reading, like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have more like this coming very soon. Comment down below to let me know how it applied to your situation, and if it resonated for you. I would really love to hear about that. I do personal readings if you're interested in some more personalized and extra guidance from me. So you can follow me on Instagram, or email me if you want more information on that. All the information will be down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. I wish you the best for this month of October and onwards. Love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello again, Taurus. So this is going to be your November reading. I hope you enjoyed your October reading. If you didn't feel like watching it today, you can always come back to it another day if you would like. If not, that's completely fine as well. Hope you're doing good. So actually, as you can tell, there's kind of like 3 different piles in front of me. So I'm not doing this exactly the same for every sign, even though I'm using the same deck for every sign, but I just like felt called to do this for this reading. So basically, we're just going to start. I have an oracle deck that we can use to ask yes or no questions, or a question with a time period. So when will this or that happen, or you know, whatever it is. So I wanted to use it in these November readings to give you guys the opportunity to ask a question like that, and I felt to do it like this for you guys. So I want you guys to if you have a yes or no question that you would like answered, or a question with a time period, like when will this or that happen, think about it. If you don't have one, it's completely fine. Like this is not mandatory, so you can just, or if you don't have an idea right now and maybe you want to come back to this later, that's completely fine. You can skip. I'm going to put a timestamp. But yeah, you can, if you want to ask a question, you can pause the video, think about it. I would advise you, so what we're going to do is you're going to have your question and I'm going to ask you to pick between one of the 3 piles. If you want to ask 2 questions, like 1 yes or no question and 1 time question, I don't want you guys to ask more than 1 yes or no question or more than 1 time period question, okay? But if you want to ask 2 questions for each thing, I would ask you to choose different piles for each, okay? All right, so for pile 1, so you can choose either, I brought some crystals, so you can choose either a crystal or a number, okay? Because the back of the cards is the same. Just choose with your intuition. Take your time, take some deep breaths, whatever you need to do to choose the one that you feel called to, okay? So pile 1 is this right here. It's a clear quartz. Very pretty. Pile 2 is polished malachite. And pile 3 is this amethyst with a unicorn on it that I've had for a really long time, actually. I had kind of forgotten about it. But yeah, so pause the video if you need some time to pick your pile or piles. And I'm going to, right now, I'm going to try to shuffle each pile. I hope it might be a bit difficult because they're thin, but okay, so for pile 1. Okay, so Spirit, yes or no, and when for Taurus and Moon Rising people? Can you give me 1 card? Wait, should I take it? Should I take it? No. Okay, sorry guys. We're going to get there. You can skip the shuffling if you want. Oh, there we are. Okay. So, if your question was a yes or no question, your answer is no. If your question was a time question, your answer is, it only says fall. So I'm saying for most of you it's this fall, and if you were asking about something really long term, it would be next fall, okay? This is what the card looks like, but don't mind the word on it, because that's not what we're using these cards for right now. All right. Now, if you chose pile 2, I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. Okay, Spirit, so yes or no, or when for Taurus people? Can you tell me? Okay, we're gonna take you. Oh my God. Okay. So if your question was a yes or no question, your answer is yes. And if your question was a time question, your answer is tomorrow. Wow. Okay. So this is what the card looks like. You don't have to care about what is written on it because that's not what we're using this card for right now. But I still wanted to show you guys what it looked like. And for pile 3, with this beautiful unicorn. Okay, spirits, so yes or no, or when for Taurus people, or yes or no, or when. I'm hearing Venus, you guys. I don't know why. Maybe this means something to someone. Yes or no, or when. Okay. So, if your question was a yes or no question, your answer is no. And if your question was a time question, your answer is next month. All right? Don't mind what is written on the card here. That's not what we're using the card for right now, but I still want you guys to see how it looks. All right? Great. So, I'm gonna put these cards back in their box and then we're gonna get to what will actually happen for you guys this month. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I had some technical issues and basically I had recorded almost your entire reading and something bugged and I just lost the whole footage. Basically, it was like 20 minutes. Super upset about it. But we're gonna go from here. You know, everything happens for a reason, so I'm guessing that means that that wasn't what you were meant to hear. I'm gonna try to resume what I said. We'll see. It might not be 20 minutes. You don't have to watch the shuffling. That's the positive part. I know sometimes that can be annoying, but personally, because I read jumping cards, I kind of like showing it. So, okay, I'm gonna show you cards and we're gonna talk about it. So we first pulled the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry. Then the Magician. The 3 of Wands. The Sun card in reverse. The 6 of Pentacles. And the Star in reverse. Finally, this is from the Moonchild's Tarot, and from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, we got Rejection, Crown Chakra. All right. At the bottom of the deck of the tarot, we had the Five of Wands in reverse. And on top we had the High Priestess. And for the Oracle, on the bottom we had Guilt. On top we had Completion. Okay, both from the sacral chakra. So I started by using the Five of Wands and saying that you guys were kind of in a conflicting situation within oneself, so within yourself. You know, we're starting with the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of choice, and you're in a situation right now where you have to make a choice. You have to take a decision. And you know exactly what I'm talking about already. You have to say something, you have to choose a side, pick a side. There's something here that's really asking of you to manifest yourself and put your foot down and make a choice. It was 333 when I looked at the recording time. Okay, and you do not like being in this position, okay? You don't like it. You feel rushed. You feel pushed, which is something that you hate. And I'm also seeing, you know, you see how this magician is sitting down all comfortably, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna stay exactly where I am, and I'm gonna find a way to make it work exactly like that. You're not gonna force me to pick and change. Okay? But the truth is, like, because I feel like some of you, you're actually trying to, you know, I'm kind of seeing two different scenarios. So for some of you, you're trying to not have to make a choice and make both scenarios or options work together. Find a way to make that happen, both of them at once, which is not possible. And some of you, you haven't told this to anyone, but secretly you're kind of waiting to see if there's like a third option that's going to appear out of thin air and be better, and then it's going to be easy for you to make that choice. But I'm telling you, it's not going to happen, okay? Listen, you clicked on this reading for a reason. It was because you were ready to hear this. So I'm not here to tell you which option to choose because, you know, well, maybe you asked that already in the pick a pile thing, but because for most of you, like, you already know the answer. You already know which choice, which option is actually better for you, truly deep down. And the thing is, the more you're waiting around and being stubborn and being still, the more you risk actually missing the boat and then being in a really bad situation that's worse than the two options you have right now. Because I know, like, for a lot of you, the reason why you're having so much trouble making that choice is because both scenarios are not ideal. They're not what you truly want, okay? See? This is kind of like a moon set, like a sunset but a moon. So you're good. You know, the moon is going down, and if you wait for too long, the opportunity is gonna be gone. And it will be too bad, and it's not gonna be good, okay? So for most of you, you already know what the answer is. And the thing is, one of the problems also here, well, first of all, you think that you have to make this decision for someone else. And that's why you're so pissed about it. That's why you don't like it. You think you have to please someone else or have to obey to someone else by doing that. And you're like, no, I'm doing my own thing. But the truth is that, you know, well, first of all, it can be both. But first of all, being where you are right now, which is stuck and chaotic, because I'm seeing you guys like frantically making lists of pros and cons and always thinking about it and be like, oh my god, I have to be sure I make the right choice, and overthinking it so much. It's like taking up so much of your energy and you're not even realizing it, okay? You know, the sun card is the happiest card of the deck, and here it is in reverse. And I'm really, you know, for me, you know, depending of course, but in this reading right now, the reverse cards for me are energy that is locked and that can possibly be unlocked depending on your actions. Sorry. So I'm seeing that when you make that choice, whatever it is, you're gonna feel so relieved. You're gonna have such a sense of release, and you're not, you know, it's gonna be a weight taken off your shoulders that you didn't even realize. You're gonna feel so light and so good and so euphoric. Like, you're gonna be shocked yourself. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I waited this whole time in this shitty ass place within myself for this. Because you're gonna be so scared. Even when you make your decision, you know, you might still be a bit nervous, but as soon as you make it and actually start making those changes, it's gonna feel so good. You're gonna be like, oh my god, why did I wait so long? Why did I hesitate so long? Why did I doubt myself so long? Okay? And the second problem here about this situation is that you guys are seeing both of these options as a finality, as an ending line, when that's not what they are at all. You know, both of these situations, both of these options or scenarios, they have potential to transform and grow and become better and more personalized and suitable to you and your energy. Okay? So do not see these as because I'm seeing you guys have this kind of like fatalistic approach to this decision, and it's like there's really no reason for it. Like, it's not like you're making a choice now between the two and that's it, and that's gonna be like that for the rest of your life until you die. Like, no. Not at all, okay? You're always going to change, you're always going to grow. When you make this decision, you're not, you know, depending, I don't know what it is, but you might be committing yourself for some time, but it's not going to be for your whole life. And both of these choices have the potential to grow and transform, okay? You know, for some of you, you're actually going to be manifesting money into your situation, because this might be, you know, what's lacking in the situation that you truly feel is best for you, and that's what's making you hesitate so much. But you're going to manifest it. And if you pick the choice that, you know, truly feels in alignment to who you are, you feel good about it, the universe can finally work with you on this. And I'm seeing this will bring positive results. And also, you see this person meditating on the card. If by making this decision, you have to make a really concrete action, like saying something or doing something really concrete. So there's really kind of a break of like before you made the decision and after. It can be really good for you to actually meditate before doing that. And in general, but especially right before. Or, you know, just taking a few deep breaths. It's really going to help you feel more calm. And the reason why you might kind of be like, you know, right now you don't like the situation you're in right now. It's not making you happy at all. You know, you're preventing your own happiness the more you stay in this, in indecisiveness. So you might be wondering, why is this happening to me? Remember that things always are happening for us, not to us, okay? And the true purpose of you going through this whole experience is to be able to find and unlock a space of healing, okay? And a space where you can love yourself and take care of yourself in the way that you never have before, and truly start healing. And you're gonna feel so good in this new situation, okay? You will. Maybe not right away, because, you know, there will be a time of transition. Change isn't necessarily easy. But this is why this is happening for you, okay? And, you know, this is such a gorgeous card. I love it so much. It feels so soothing to me when I pull it. And I love the design on it, the art on it. Because for some of you guys, you've kind of been adhering to the whole belief of like we create our own reality, which, you know, I also believe in. And this is a test from the universe. The universe is asking you, okay, you've been saying that, now how willing are you truly to create this reality for you? Because it's not only the easy way, it's not only like the fun parts, okay? Just because like a choice, you know, you're still doubting yourself and it still feels difficult and you're not 100% sure, you don't feel 100% ready, doesn't mean that it's not for you. Don't wait until you're 100% ready, because it's never going to happen. This is going to be uncomfortable and challenging, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong, okay? And I've been in a similar situation before, okay? I know how hard this is. I've been in this situation where I had to make a choice and I was like freaking out and doubting myself for days, and I was like, oh my god, what if, you know, a few weeks, few months down the line, I just regret it completely and I'm super unhappy and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I made the choice that I knew felt right, and it was hard, but I never regretted it, ever, and I feel so much better where I am now. And I understand why I had to make this choice, because new things started popping up in my life, and I wouldn't have been able to have that if I still had the other thing that I left behind me, okay? So don't wait until you feel 100% ready. And for most of you, you are ready right now, and you know you're the right decision. Deep down in your soul, you know it. Okay, I'm going to stop here for this. Now, talking about this rejection card. This makes so much sense, because I feel like when I pulled this card, I asked, you know, the tarot here was just like, what will happen for you guys in November? And for this, I asked what should you be giving more love to, more energy, time, devotion to in November? And we got rejection. And to me, this means that you need to give yourself the permission and the power. I mean, you already have that power, but the permission to use that power that you have to reject people, things, and events and offers. And, you know, rejection, it's not necessarily a positive thing, but it can actually bring so much more afterwards. You know, it is possible to reject things or people gracefully. It's possible to do it politely, to do it lovingly. Okay? It's all about the way you do it, and if you know that it's for the best, truly for you. All right? And this is the crown chakra. So this is about listening to your intuition. This isn't about just rational thinking and weighing the pros and cons in the material world, okay? This is about what is best for your soul. And this is the big test of the universe too, because I'm feeling that it's easier for you guys to choose with logic. But in this situation, that's not what the universe is asking of you. And, you know, with this guilt card at the bottom of the deck, Some of you might kind of feel guilty about rejecting things or people. But you just need to allow yourself, to use your power of rejection. And, the more you understand that you're doing this because it's, it's best for you. And after you do it and you feel good, you realize you were right. Like, this is going to go away naturally. Guilt is pretty much conditioned into us, okay? Of things we learned in childhood and throughout our whole lives of what we should be doing. But sometimes that's not what's truly best for us, and then we feel guilty. But why? Why are we torturing ourselves like that? There's really no point, okay? There's really no point. Because by making this decision for yourself, for your highest good, it is an act of self-love and self-care. And you deserve that. You do. So there's no reason to feel guilt. And if there are people around you who try to make you feel guilty, they're not the kind of people that you want to give your energy to, okay? And as you make this decision and then it starts feeling right, you're finally gonna understand why this had to happen. And you're not even gonna think about the other option anymore. You're not even gonna think about this feeling of guilt anymore. And all the what ifs that you're asking yourself right now, okay? It's not even going to be an issue or a debate or something that's in your consciousness. It's not even gonna matter at all anymore. Okay? All right, Taurus, so this was the reading that I received for you, my beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising people for the month of November. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, and you like this video, please consider, liking this video, sharing it, subscribing to my channel because I have other videos on there right now, and there will be more like this coming soon. Check out your other signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month of November. I would love to hear how this applied to your situation. Let me know down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. So don't be shy to do that. Once again, if you like this video, you would like something a bit more personalized from me, I do personal tarot and astrology readings. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.